Hello guys and welcome here. My name is Yassine. In today's video we are going to talk about how to build a livestock portfolio inside of Microsoft Excel. So this livestock portfolio will be done with data that is available inside of Microsoft Excel, and basically everything will be directly inside of Excel. We won't have to import data from external sources. So this is a cool thing that Excel allows us to do, really have access to data, not having to import that data from external sources. So if you want to do the exercise with me in real time, what I'll ask you to do is simply to write down a list of businesses that you want to work with. For me personally, I chose the biggest ones, so Microsoft, Apple, INVIDEO, Tesla, IBM, Google, Amazon. So those are the big businesses of the moment. So we are going to work with these ones for the purpose of this example, but if you want to choose other ones, you can do it. It will, well, it normally should work. So how exactly we're gonna proceed? So the first thing that you want to do is go inside of data right here, and there what you will see stock, currency, geography, so a lot of really interesting things. We are going to work with stocks in this case. Next thing that I'll ask you to do is simply select the businesses that you wanted to work with, and we're gonna click on stocks right here. Now, as you can see, all your stocks will be converted, and the stocks that are not converted, for example, here INVIDEO hasn't been converted, so you'll have a data selector, so the stocks will be detected on the side. So now all you have to do is simply select the right stock, so it's gonna be this one right there. So right now, automatically we have access to all the stocks and we can extract data directly from Excel. So we're gonna name this column stock name. Next, we're gonna create a few columns that we are going to work with. So besides the name, some other important things that we'll need will be the current price. Then we're gonna have the change, which will be daily. Then we're gonna have the 52 weeks, let's say low, and then the high. Then we're gonna have the 52 weeks high. So I'll just zoom a little bit. Here we go. High, and finally we are going to have the volume. So those are the columns that we want to, well, this is the data that we want to have. So we have our stock name, and based on all those stock names, we want to import this data. Now, how exactly we are going to proceed? So pretty simple. You can simply select all those stocks, and here you will have this little button that will appear. So insert data, and then you just click on the little plus. So as I said, the first thing that we want to import will be the price, which is just here. If you don't see it, just click on the letter P, and then you will have the price appear. Next, we want the change. So once again, we're gonna click on this button and go here on change. So you can add it in percentage, you can add it in dollar signs, it doesn't matter. Next thing will be the 52 weeks low. Next will be the 52 weeks high. And finally, we are going to import the volume. So here we go. If you have those little things that appear, simply open your column. Great. Right now we have pretty much all the information about our stocks that is here. So this part of our portfolio, we are going to call it stock information. So let's go back to home, and we are going to merge those cells, and we're gonna call it stock information. Great. Once it's all done, you can simply make it like this. Great. Right now we have our stock information. The next part of this portfolio is actually the trading part. So inside of the trading part, we are going to calculate a few things as well. So we need the purchase price. So for what price you have purchased your stock. You need the quantity that you have purchased. We want to see the profits and the loss that have been realized. And finally, the total value of your portfolio. All right. So let's do it on the side right here. So as I said, the first thing that we are going to require will be the purchase price. So we're gonna write it down here. So purchase price. Then we need the quantity purchased. So here we're gonna write down quantity. Then the profit loss that is made. And finally, the value. So the value for each of those stocks. Here we go. So this part of the portfolio will be called trading. So we can merge the cells once again and call this part trading. Great. Right now that we have all this, what we can do is simply add some numbers. So for the purchase price, you can decide the purchase price that you want. So let's say $200 for the first stock, $100 for this one, $400 for this one. Once again, those numbers are not real, it's just random numbers to be able to create our livestock portfolio. Next will be the quantity that has been bought. So let's say 50 stocks of each have been bought. So 50 for each and every stock. So we bought 50 stocks of Microsoft, 50 stocks of Apple, INVIDEO, etc. Next thing that we want to calculate will be the profit and the loss that has been made. So how exactly are we going to calculate the profit and the loss? So it's pretty simple. It's going to be the current price minus the purchase price divided by the purchase price, all right? So how exactly we're gonna write this in the with Microsoft Excel? So the calculation will be automatically made. So it's pretty simple. As I said, it's going to be, we're gonna open the parentheses, the current price minus the purchase price, and all this divided by the purchase price. Here we go. And now you'll see it's gonna appear in dollar values. So you can just put it in percentage by clicking on the button right here. So there we go. So as you can see, for the first stock, we made a 100% profit. For the second stock, we made 95%. For the fourth stock, we made 54%, etc. So on this stock, we lost money since we bought it for $200, and the current price is $150. Please take note, I know that this information is not real for the purchase price, but once again, this is just for the purpose of practice. You can decide the purchase price that you want just to test your, if the formulas work well. Next thing, we want to calculate the value of our portfolio, all right? So how exactly we're gonna calculate the value? So pretty simple. In this case, the value of our portfolio is simply the multiplication of the current price multiplied by the quantity. So this is how much this stock that we bought is valued now. So it's gonna be the current price multiplied by the quantity. So in this case, it's gonna be $20,148.50. And we can just drag it down like this to be able to see the value of pretty much all the stocks that we have. So right now we have pretty much all this information. What is the next step? The next step is creating a table with all of this. So once again, we're gonna go inside of insert and create a table. And here we go. We have a table that have been created. So we can really go and look for each stock. So let's say I just want to have the Amazon stock. I can click here and boom, I only have the information for my Amazon stock. So this is really good if you want to sort out your data. All right. Next thing that we need will be the total portfolio value. So let's put our total portfolio value right here. So we're gonna call it total port. Let's make it total portfolio value. Great. And what we're gonna do, well, what I like to do is I select all this, and then we can create a thick outside border. Now, to be able to calculate the total value of our portfolio, it's simply going to be the sum of all the values right here. So how exactly I'm gonna calculate this? It's pretty simple. We are going to use the sum function. So sum function will simply be written like this. So I'm just gonna zoom on it. You want to click here, and it's going to be sum, and the sum of the value. And here we go. and we can just click on enter. And right now we have the sum of all our portfolio basically. So this is pretty much all our portfolio. The next step will simply be to make it look great. So let's let's add some more things. There we go. We can merge those cells. We can call it live stock portfolio. Here we go. Then we can make it like this. And here we go. You have a live stock portfolio that basically gives you all the information about all the stocks that you have inside of your portfolio in real time. And all this is done directly on Microsoft Excel. So what is really cool about this portfolio is that you have pretty much all the information that you need. So if you want to add some more columns, it's pretty simple. You can go here, for example, and simply click on insert a column. And here you can add another column. So let's say, I don't know, what is the information that we have access to? Let's, well, you can just add your column and then select the information that you want to add. In order to, well, if you need some more information about your stocks, you can simply directly add it here. So for example, here we have industry. So all the industries will appear. You can just take it and paste it there. This one will be deleted. So here we go. And then after that, we can simply select by industry, for example. Look for stocks by industry. So let's say all the software industries. We want to see only these software industries. So we can do it like this. And here we go. We have only the businesses that are in the software sector, for example. So this is one way that you can basically, well, track your stocks. Not track your stocks, but divide your stocks by industry. So this is really a cool way to use your portfolio. So as you can see, well, to summarize everything in this video, we have saw how you can create a live stock portfolio. As you see, it's not that complicated. You simply use the data feature on Microsoft Excel. This is just a basic live stock portfolio. Once again, with all the information that they give you access to, you can create even more interesting things inside of Microsoft Excel. So once again, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.